is elusive. Time is exclusive, round trip all inclusive. The island is abusive. Jekyll's wearing hides in plain sight lines. Heckle devils blind by strange slight lines. Blight designed as their own resource. If they control the narrative, there's no recourse.
Sweet eternal balance of all that is good, true, and beautiful, friends. Welcome to your August Tarot Oracle. So excited to look ahead at August as we do every month. This is for supporters only. I am streaming now to every channel, but I won't be for long because I do this for supporters, and I'm so grateful to have supporters that support me back. I love it. I'm just happy to share back with people this and other perks. Tonight we have another episode that is just for supporters. That's Matt Raymer tonight. Matt, of course, is the tech guru. It's always fun to talk with Matt and get a finger on the pulse of the technological shifts that are massive, sweeping changes that are coming to the global environment. He just has such a good insight into things, and so that's going to be an awesome bonus episode. We have this tarot reading that is a bonus every week. There's a Middle Path episode, which is a bonus for supporters, and there's a hangout as well on Thursday nights after Middle Path. So Thursdays is like extra special supporter day. You get all the perks and all of the things. But every month we do this tarot. I'm excited. Every month it's always right on. I mean, every reading I've ever done is always right on. So that's not surprising to me, but I just like to point that out, that it is a nice look ahead. It is a good way to sort of get oriented and get ready, you know, for what might be coming. So that's coming up. I see Project Cheney in the chat. Of course, if you didn't see our episode last night, it was amazing. Super, super fun episode. And, you know, we were talking afterwards about all the synchronicities. They didn't stop. In fact, there was even more of them after the episode was done. So I posted one on my Instagram. You can go check it out. At Apotropaic Soul is where I'm at on Insta. And yeah, it was just pretty wild, actually. It's always awesome to talk with Cheney because Cheney is another truly open-minded person who can actually question everything, which is really rare, even in our community. I want to say almost especially in our community. People get very attached to some ideas. They get very attached to some philosophies. And that's cool. You do you, right? But I like the open mind. I like to question and I like to explore. And so we got to do some amazing exploring. If you didn't see it, you have to go see that episode or listen to it. It is also, as always, on the podcast. Any podcast app has Rogueways, including Spotify. So you can find that no matter where you're at, no matter how you're listening, no matter what you like to do to consume Rogueways and Middle Path. And this tarot will also go up in places for supporters, like on Apple Podcasts, where you can get all of the audio that is for supporters only. You can subscribe monthly and get everything, including the back catalog of supporter-only content. It's all there for you. So that's a really cool option for people, too, to do the Apple Podcast subscription to Rogueways. Middle Path episodes are there, bonus Rogueways episodes, this tarot episode, all kinds of stuff. So especially if you're out there as a listener, which there's a lot of them, then you want that. Also, if you're out there as a listener and you mostly listen to content, then you want the audiobook that I just released. It's on Audible. It's super well done. It's very beautiful, and I love fiction. I love reading fiction. I love experiencing fiction, and this story is so good, and it's also channeled. It's amazing. If you like Rogueways and Middle Path, you will love the book, and so I hope that you go listen to that on Audible or buy the copy. You know, if you like to hold it in your hands, that's been out for many years now, and I would love to send you a copy of it. If you want to buy it on the site, rogueways.org, you can get a little inscription from me, or you can get it on, of course, Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and whatnot. What's up, Joey Firmino? Can people ask questions? Well, this is for supporters only, so if you are on Rockfin, you can feel free to ask questions during the tarot reading. We can see if we can get an answer, but otherwise, no, I'm actually going to turn you off soon if you're not over on Rockfin. The link is right below you, so if you want to click over and become a supporter, you can do that. You get everybody's exclusive content, not just mine. Anybody who's over there on Rockfin, you know, Slow News Day is over there, Sam Tripoli is over there, you know, Ricky of Ripple Effect is over there. I always try to just list who's over there, and then I just stop because everyone's over there. So if you like Rogueways, all the people you probably like are over there as well. And you get all of our exclusive content for one price a month. So if you haven't yet signed up to Rockfin, you are sorely missing out. And I highly suggest you do that so you can get things like this tarot reading we're about to do, as well as all the other perks I just listed. So that is always exciting. We do have some people over on Rockfin. They haven't said hello yet. There's always some shy people on Rockfin that don't want to say hi for some reason, but feel free to say hi. You know, I'd love to hear your guys' feedback. I was in the store today, shopping in a grocery store, and I feel like the number of masks is going up, basically. And I know we've sort of been talking about that and seeing that around, and some people are noticing it, and I just don't understand why. I'm actually at a loss. This isn't like a snarky thing, right, where I'm like, I don't know why you guys are doing this. I really genuinely am not sure why people are starting to wear masks again. If you know, please tell me. Is the mainstream media saying that works for monkeypox? Are they just doing it because now this is like a habituated fear response, and anytime anything scary is happening on the news, they just put on a mask? Like, I genuinely don't understand. And I've also had more social distancers. You know, the people who, like, are very clearly, like, stepping back and letting you go because they don't want to be near you because you're not wearing a mask or something. Like, that's happening again. That hasn't happened for a long time. So are you guys seeing that too? And do you know why? Why are people doing this again? There was a woman today who clearly unhealthy, and I don't know, maybe she's battling some, disease or something, and so I don't want to be like too hard on her, but very much not the picture of health. Huge, just sallow and like dark blue, like black under the eyes, which is a sign of liver and kidney toxicity, by the way. It's not like it's a, people are like, oh, and I sleep, it gets better. Well, sure, but it's actually your kidneys and your liver that are trying to detox, and your toxins are like backing all the way up to here. That's fucked up. So if you have that, like, do some kidney and liver detox. And by that, I don't mean like drink a special tea. I mean like eat really, really well until that shit is gone. And let your body get rid of some of that stuff. But she had that, right? Otherwise her skin was bright red, which is kind of okay. Sometimes you have like a light sun, like kissing your face, it's just like a little heat, and there's nothing like super wrong, but it was that kind of red that's like irritated, right? So like dark blue and then bright red. I was like, yikes. And then her other skin was like psoriasis and eczema, and then all her hair was like gone. I really don't think she's much older than me. She's probably about 40. And she's wearing a mask, and her toddler's wearing a mask, which always makes me just murderous. Like, how fucking child abuse do you get? This child, by nobody's standards, should ever be wearing a mask. It is lethal to children that young. Nah, just mask them. Who cares? Go fucking live in your fear cave and, let your skin just rot off because you don't know how to take care of yourself, and then do it to your child too, I guess. Like, it's just so sad. So I don't know if the fear is ramping up where you're at, but it seems to be coming back in full force around here. So I hope that passes. I don't know. We've been very lucky. We've been having, there's always the geoengineering, like always, the sky's always full of chemtrails. I love it when people are like, they've stopped. They're not spraying anymore. I'm like, oh, they might take a break here and there, but they have not stopped. But, other than that, we've been getting rain in the afternoons and thunderstorms again. We didn't really have that last year. They were doing whatever different weather patterns last year. So this year they're letting us have some rain. It's been super nice. We've had a lot of cloud cover, so it hasn't been super intense sun. And otherwise it's been warm and kind of nice. I don't know where the weather's doing where you're at, but I hope that that's nice for you. We're also starting to take in lots of our garden is just booming. I got a ton of gooseberries. I know nobody's excited about that. They're not the best berries, but they are berries, and they're very easy to grow where I'm at least. So that's cool to be able to eat those. Lots of raspberries are coming in, tons of kale, tons of spinach. Oh no, actually our spinach is doing really shitty this year. Tons of kale, tons of chard. We even are eating some, we're growing Brussels sprouts. You can eat the greens. So they're kind of like collard, they're that thick green that you want to like saute a bit. But we have collard too. Got peas and beans coming in, but we have of course, a shit ton of zucchini. If you've been paying attention, I told you I literally planted like more than 16 zucchini plants. So that's happening a lot. Every day we eat zucchini. And then my butternuts are doing amazing. I have some butternuts that are like 5 inches long already. Super cool. I've got them on trellises, so they come up and around, and the butternuts hang, and super awesome. My green onions are amazing. My onions are amazing. My tomatoes are kicking ass, and I think our potatoes are almost ready to harvest. I'd never done potatoes before, but the tops, like the stalks that stick out after you've hilled and hilled and hilled them, those are all dying. And I was told that that's a sure sign that they're almost ready to harvest. When those are completely dead, then you harvest the potatoes. So, and then you let a few of them go back to seed, and then you do it all over again. So I'm pretty excited for that as well. All of our garden is booming. Everything here is happy. We've got Mark over in the Rockfin chat. What's up, Mark? Nice to see you. Mark was part of the Synchronicity last night. He sent me a song whose cover was from Looked Like CERN, which was the splash screen that I used last night, and the lyrics just so happened to also be connecting with some other synchronicities and ideas from the show. Very, very cool. And Angie A is also in the Rockfin chat. Nice to see you. GMA The Pulse over in the YouTube chat. I'm also glad you caught me live. However, I am just about to stop streaming to YouTube and be on Rockfin only, because this tarot reading every month is for supporters only. So if you're already on Apple Podcasts, you'll get the audio. If you're in rogue.locals.com, you'll get the video, but it'll be after, not live. And if you're on Rockfin, you can see it live and you can participate. So head over to Rockfin. The link is right below you. I think that's all the shit I wanted to talk randomly, so I think we will get into the reading now. So I am going to say goodbye to you over there on all the other platforms, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. But again, YouTube and all you people on the other platforms, I do invite you to just click the link to come over to Rockfin, become a supporter. You're never going to regret it. You're going to get me and everyone else's exclusive content for $10 a month. That is the cheapest thing you could ever do. So I hope to see you there, and otherwise, be well. And if you want a tarot reading one-on-one, go to rogueways.org, click on spiritual services and support, and just schedule one whenever you want. We can do a full hour. We can do a mini reading in about 20 minutes. It's just up to you what depth you want to go into. So go ahead and set that up, or anything else, one-on-one either. There's a lot of different things I do to work with you. So whatever you like, you just choose that, you schedule it, and boom, we do it. All right, I will see you guys wherever I see you. Tonight, again, bonus episode with Matt Raymer, so maybe I'll see you there as well if you're a supporter. Otherwise, I will see you later.